Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Token Games Podcast. I'm your host and sometimes referee, Zach Stat Pearson, and today I'm joined by the World Warrior, both metaphorically and technically, literally, Hill,
All is in here. Gotta keep the appearance.
and of course, the tallest baby to ever grace the podcast. At least I think you and Hill are about the same height. Corey.
Huh.
All right. Well, with that being said, unless we have any last minute folks, today's topics are: how should professional game community handle players with criminal backgrounds? Due to recent activities slash discoveries, which inspired this topic in regards to some people within the FGC. Let's just say the fights got a little bit too real with their significant other in the case of domestic dispute. So far, the player's only been put on a hiatus pending an investigation into the, truthfulness of this allegation. I stress the term allegation, even though charges got filed. Topic 2. How should professional video game playing companies and entities handle players who may come in with mental disabilities that can be managed correctly or are not being managed correctly by the players themselves? Topic 3. Michael Jordan has put in a $26 million investment into E-League. Drake has also mentioned an interest in joining a professional circuit or helping to fund one. So, also, we was recently discovered that Lady Gaga is currently in the middle of beating or trying to beat Bayonetta 1. My question to you is, what type of involvement would you like to see celebrities have in the world of gaming? What am I missing? Oh yeah, topic 4. And our final topic. Oh, yeah. Guess it didn't come in all the way. Oh, our final topic. Major publishers' interest in not so much mobile gaming as microtransaction filled gambling games. Is there a way to make it stop? Do you think that they actually care that they're hurting their fan base? Or is it just a case of they literally, and I do mean literally, think that people are not going to care that they're creating gambling addicts? Now get into more detail about it too. And yes, we're going to cover the Diablo shit. All right. So, who wants to start off first?
I'll go first.
All right, Ryu, go ahead and lay it on us.
Topic one about the
Yeah,
how people should handle gaming
criminal back.
icons with criminal back.
Yeah, as far as their career goes.
Remove the ones immediately with a recent criminal background, something that they know was going to jeopardize their career if found out. They should have repercussions for their actions, because you're just gonna put an even worse image of how everybody's saying, "Oh, video games makes you crazy and shit," and then you go ahead being a professional gamer, proving those people right by doing said crimes or actions. However, I don't think we should just start digging up people's backgrounds, as what most reactions usually do when somebody does this bad thing. So now we got to go through everybody else. And if, for me, if something that happened like way in the past, for them to be for like some petty crime, meaning it's like, oh, they did that for because of video games, but none of the crime does not correlate within the time they actually played a game. That shouldn't apply. Number two is a more interesting topic on the fact that some people actually do come out with their mental instability sometimes, and can prove to manage that. So if
Basically,
they
the
have,
exact opposite of Kanye. Continue.
so if there is people within the community that do have some form of disease or illness, but they are containing it well, welcome them and don't try to segregate them on their own mishap that was out of their control. But be patient with them. Now, if people are not doing what they're supposed to do and try to use their breakdowns for attention, like that cosplayer everybody hates,
Mariah Lambert, aka Momo Kun.
yeah,
The Twitch thoughts end all Twitch thoughts. But then again, she's only like the tip of the iceberg. But I understand what you mean.
she's the prime example of how not to do that. How trying to use what you claim as your instability to say you can just touch people however the fuck you want to.
Oh yeah, here's another development from that. By the way, you're gonna love this one. I kind of wanted Telford to say some shit about this. I'm gonna text that man. Wait, Hill, do you have his number?
I do not. Most of the contacts I do have over here aren't going to be sent over because international plans are a bitch.
Got you, got you. Okay, so basically, she tried to issue an apology, right? But she put it behind a $10 paywall. Feelings?
You don't get an apology if you're trying to pay people to read why you are sorry. If you are sorry, at least do what fucking Logan did and put out a video at least, or try to redeem yourself in some quality. Like most YouTubers, when they feel, or anybody, when they feel like they owe you something, they're going to give you something that feels like compensation for what they did. Not, I'm going to rack in on this apology.
I feel like the bitch's career is over. Nah, just so we're clear, that's not a term I just throw out lightly or just because, quote unquote, I feel like it. My whole problem with her has been a long standing problem. See, this behavior isn't like a one time thing. The thing is, it was what I like to call the Bill Cosby effect, or what has been more commonly referred to in this era as Me Too-ism. One person snitched on her, then 4 or 5 other people snitched on her. Then they wanted to investigate. Then she had no comment. Then she ignored it. Then she apologized for $10 till somebody bought it and put it on YouTube. Then she tried to blame the mental issue people. Like, first and foremost, people with mental issues, they go through a lot. They don't need a fat bitch like you trying to lie on them because you don't want anything to be your own goddamn fault. I hate to say it, but it sounds like a GOP apology. Now, I'm sure there may be some Republicans that are either A, been on this podcast, or B, gonna listen to this podcast, but let's just cut the bullshit. Let's call a spade a spade. She was a shallow, extremely sociopathic like douchebag who thought that she could get attention or that she was worthy of the attention she got because the fat fetish is one of the oldest and most popular fetishes around. Oops, sorry. Forgot to put my phone on you know what.
X-Men, ladies and gentlemen, 1995 till onward.
92 actually. You came late. Also, I believe Animaniacs also 92.
But moving on to topic 3, I find it interesting that more people are actually looking to the eSports kind of thing. Whether you can view it off of Dota, League, Overwatch, or even PUBG and Fortnite success. I'm just happy as a whole that this is, excuse me, starting to get recognized as a means of interest, popularity, and gross income for people. Because we've seen how people can make money off of video games in different facets. They don't have to be competitive. They can just play it and make a YouTube channel out of it. But they have proven that this can make money. And now that they actually have people invested into this to play said games. So this really spikes my interest. And I hope more celebrities reveal that they actually do like video games and don't try to feel like it's a one or the other type deal. Like if you like this celebrity, then you got to be like this person. Do some of the stuff they say in their selective songs, or just follow down their path. It's like you can just be your own you and actually enjoy the game. Let's see what else is there. Now, Lady Gaga playing.
Would you prefer that they make games, do cameos, or get involved with the professional circuit? And which one would you like to see be involved?
Okay, so Shaq Fu has set the standard that celebrities should not cross into that border.
Damn.
No. I know it's getting a remake, and it's probably better than the old one.
Oh yeah,
but I'm just saying.
Slightly, well, not off topic, but slight little pin on that. Obama, a fake Obama, is one of the DLC characters.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My God. I feel.
See, no, when
he has to save Kanye in like the first stage.
No. See, celebrities only belong in Flash games because the funniness and the badness could mix together well and be fine for a Flash game. But you were talking about a AAA title with another fancy name on it, and it's going to be bad. That is going to be depressing. So, annex that. No, celebrities and video games do not mix. Cameos, however, I can see if done right, like how Stan Lee doesn't like put himself any longer than about like a 30-second to 1 minute cameo in a Marvel movie. That would be fine with me. Just have a voice in it, have them voice act something. But having a direct game about them, no. And I don't see them making a game either, because an easy sellout is just having a Just Dance game dedicated to this person's thing, or a sports game dedicated to this person's thing. So it's just like making a game about a celebrity will be an easy cash grab, or it's just going to fall on its face.
My hearts go out to the children whose parents for Christmas bought them the Mary Kate, Ashley, and Olsen video games. Oh, you poor soul.
Those. Oh my God! Don't remind me.
Oh wait, you played that shit?
No.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh my God! I was about to say, like, dude, I owe you a beer or something.
Alright, what was topic 4? Because I can't.
Well, it kind of got lost in the sauce, but we're just going to turn this into, what are you playing and you think other people need to play, / what are you watching and think other people need to watch? You can do either or.
All right. Y'all should be playing Warframe.
How did I know he was going to say that?
Because they officially launched Fortuna 3 days ago, excuse me.
We don't know what that is, bro.
Fortuna is their newest launch title. Just like with Plains of Eidolon, an open area adventure where you can go out and do missions for that area, get exclusive content for the area, and not just a simple weapon or a reskin for your pet. You can make a pistol. You can make a hoverboard. You can make a pet. You can make better mining equipment, for those of you who have played Warframe. Better fishing equipment, better mining equipment, stuff to actually hunt the indigenous life instead of slay them like some rabid beast. more in-depth lore, a warframe, and a new weapon that coincide with the storyline
A new weapon or a new weapon
entirely.
type?
New weapon, not a new weapon type yet. I mean, they kind of do have a new weapon type, even though it's like a small brand, just a small disc weapon. It's a melee weapon, but you can throw it. It's awesome.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, Corey, your turn.
Okay, so for topic one about having criminals and like the esports thing, I think that it depends on like how bad the crime is, but also about how more recent it was. I agree with Hill about it. Um, I think really, yeah, like it depends on the crime that they did. Uh, I'm a man of a few words, so I don't know what else to say.
Well, for the record, I mean, all you had to do is give your feelings. So technically, you succeeded.
Cool.
All right, go ahead and move on to
Topic
topic two.
topic two was about the mental disabilities and how they're managed, right?
Yeah, basically, there's been absolutely no background check, for lack of a better term, when it comes to MLG or FGC, if memory serves, and mental issues, or separation and segregation of mental issues into their own bracket, much like the Special Olympics has the Olympics. And not too long ago, during popular tournaments, there's a Smash player for almost 7 to 10 years whose matches take almost as long to start as they do to finish. So if he has like a 10-minute match, chances are he spent damn near 10 minutes stalling before he started the game, even though he's already there sitting in a chair and shit like that. Not to mention, a lot of tournaments have rules about purposely stalling, but somehow he's never been kicked out of a tournament. That's what brought this question on.
Huh. I thought this was gonna be like huh.
I know, like it's one of those
I
it's one
guess
of those thinkers.
yeah. Um, I mean, I
For
guess
the
if you want
record,
to do
I
like a
just want to say
Special
this right
Olympics
now.
version,
Yeah, I just want to say this right now. Whatever answer you give will not be held against you, and we will not think less of you. This is a sensitive topic that has rarely even been covered.
I mean, I think anybody should be able to do whatever they want to do, whether they're held back by mental disabilities or not. You know, um, I mean, maybe you could do a Special Olympics variant of tournaments. I mean, I'd be fine with that. I mean, it's I don't know.
Okay. Topic three. I'm just gonna. I know that one ran a little long and it got spaced out, so I'm gonna just say this. Would you prefer they make game? Would you prefer celebrities make cameos in games, get involved on the professional circuit, or would you like to see them in a game? If not, I mean, would you like to see them make games? And if so, or which one, which celebrities do you want to see do any of those?
I mean, we already have professional actors and celebrities in games already. We already had Keith Sutherland in Metal Gear Solid 5. I mean, Norman Reedus is going to be in Death Stranding, and uh, what's his name? Mads Mikkelsen is
I
going to be
said
in it as
ones
well. I
you
mean,
haven't seen and want to
oh,
see.
sorry.
Yeah, just read that whole thing.
Gotcha. No, I see. I want to see Tommy Wiseau make a video game.
Who?
Tommy Wiseau, The Room.
Yeah, you always say what they're from because we don't know most of these people.
Wait, do you know what The Room is though?
Yeah, but I haven't seen it. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, well, it's a really bad joke. Never mind.
I got
I
the
think
joke. I know how bad that movie is.
if he made a game, I think it would be horribly bad, but somehow a fun time. I don't know how, but I think it'd be
Like
funny.
Deadly
But
Premonition.
Yeah, man, I think that's my answer. Yeah, I want to see Tommy Wiseau make a video game.
Okay. Now, what's something you are or have been playing that you want other people to know about? Or what have you been watching that you think other people should know about? My
I
mic
was
keeps going
literally
black.
just watching something I couldn't think of.
What the fuck? Damn, you got ADD?
Me?
Yes! You were watching something and
Yes.
you
Oh,
can't remember it?
ADHD.
What the fuck? Okay,
Yeah,
well,
no,
let
I
me
mean,
know.
I don't. Fuck, what was it? I've been playing Xenoblade Chronicles too. I mean, I've been liking that.
Okay.
Hey,
That's right.
that's a
Didn't they
good
just have
game
a
right there.
DLC? Didn't they just have a
I
DLC
agree.
pack or something?
Yep,
The
Torna, the
Golden
Golden Age.
Torna. Yeah.
Supposedly you can play it without the original game or something, right?
You
Yeah,
can.
that's what I'm
They have.
saying. Sorry if I keep on interrupting.
Nah, I mean it's a conversation, bro. It's
That's
not a
true.
debate. No one disagrees with you, and even if they do, they know that as long as they don't turn into a fight, I'm cool with disagreement. That's how you have a real debate. That's how you have a real conversation. That's how you peel back people's layers. Not to, drag on too much, but it's my turn anyway. But I think Hill might have seen this. Holy shit. Okay, so there's a guy me and Hill knew back in the army. I don't know if you met him. Do you remember a guy named Oliver?
Kind of.
Nathan Oliver. Okay. Oliver, I put up a meme that basically said, and I'm paraphrasing, if your religion teaches you to hate somebody for their skin tone or sexual preference, you should probably get a new religion. And the image was of a bunch of people with religious books beating up someone who's in the gay flag, right? He somehow got it in his head that I hate Jews, mentally disabled, and gay and bisexual people. And he's the only one that thought that. Let me just recap what I.
How?
Thank you. Let me
I
just
I
recap.
actually remember scrolling by that post in your
Yeah,
conversation,
I'm
and
like, holy fuck. Let me just recap. The image is a bunch of people. One person got a Bible, and some other people got other religious books in there in black and white. And there's a guy on the ground with a gay flag over him, and they're beating him with the religious text. And the word said something like, I think he'll maybe you can pull it up. I don't do a lot of posting, so it was maybe like 5 or 6 posts ago. And it said, if your religion teaches you to hate someone because of their color or sexual preference, might be time to get a new religion. And he thinks I'm a homophobic and that I hate Jews. What the? Oh my! Don't get me wrong. He is one of the nicest. He's a nice guy. He have a bit of a scary face. Yeah, I get it. I get it. He's not ugly, but he's one of those people where if you saw him coming out of a dark alley, you would think he might be trying to murder you. I get it. I totally understand it. Human fear is what it is. But I've never had a bad problem with him. But now I legitimately think he's a fucking idiot. And I'm just sitting up here like, bro, how many ways am I going to tell you I don't hate gay people? Well, I mean, you implied it with this post. Like, no, I didn't. You're the only one that thinks I hate gay people. And you know the fucked up part? I think I lost some friends over that shit too. And that pisses me off because you know what that means? Their ADD ass, no pun intended, didn't even read the damn post. See, here it is. Look at that. Look at that. Tell me what that says, Corey.
If your religion makes you hate someone, you need.
Yeah. And it's got people with Bibles beating a man with a gay flag shirt to death. And it's bloody.
and he's trying to bring this up something about Kanye. Like nothing religious is making me hate Kanye. He's actually retarded.
I think that's the only thing he doesn't technically have, but that's a common insult for him. No, my problem with Kanye, because like he didn't know it, but he was one of those people who thought I hated Kanye because he's got mental issues. Like, no, I hate Kanye because he's an asshole and a douchebag, and he doesn't care, nor does he want to stop being one. He knows he has a mental issue, and he chose willfully to absolutely not do anything about it. He had medication, and he stopped taking it within the first month he got it. So it's his own damn fault. The condition is not his fault. But how he reacts to it is his own arrogant, egotistical, Vegeta wannabe ass fault. And that's why I've been telling people, well, people understand it. Because here's the thing. I didn't just hate Kanye last week. My hatred for Kanye is damn near probably about half of Hill's lifespan. I've hated Kanye for about 10 years now. If not a little bit longer, maybe 12, but I can remember 10 years. Hill, how old were you 10 years ago?
10 years ago, I was 12.
So pretty much, and I said between 10 and 12, so yeah, damn near half of Hill's lifespan, I've had issues with Kanye. First off, I've had a very big problem with Katy Perry and Kanye. Don't get me wrong. I literally do not, I don't hate Katy Perry, but the way he treated her and the way he went about that whole disrespectful shit, that pissed me off. Not to mention, he never apologized to her. He got on TV and apologized. My parents raised me better. No, you didn't apologize to Katy Perry. And then at some point, he even got her number and still didn't apologize. Now, I'm sure there's a whole lot of debate and debacle about, you know, the whole situation of those two, her allowing and not allowing her likeness and image to be used in that Kanye video where he's talking, man, I could probably still fuck her. Well, like, dude, no, you never had a shot. Look at you and look at her. Even without makeup, you got no shot. You just look like a dude whose ego is so big it couldn't fit in his brain, so it leaked into his face. Let me stop. I'll be on Kanye's ass all day. Like, not even a joke. I will be in his ass all day. So, anyways, the way I look at it, and I can understand that people want to feel, think, or believe a certain thing. But you know what? If you don't look into the information, you're just another manipulated person. But if you're manipulated and you're trying to shit talk, fuck you, you're a dumbass and you're a goddamn idiot. Like, even if I trust you, respect you, you're going to lose half of it. And he'll be the first to tell you, I don't have to know you to treat you like a battle. And I treat my battles like basically they're cousins as far as I'm concerned. I used to think that whole bullshit about, oh, this is basically going to be a second family for you, was just some dumb shit they told new recruits to make them feel like they were the cool. But no, that shit is true. There are people I would take a bullet for who I haven't seen in years, even if they wouldn't take a bullet from me. There are people who, if I find out they about to get jumped or in a fight, I'm about to roll up and I'm about to help the squad out. Okay? It's just how it is. But now I got weird feelings about Oliver. What if I like help him and shit, and he thinks I'm doing it because I think he's a neo-Nazi and I can support neo-Nazis? Like, the level of stupid. Hey, Hill, can you pull up the link to that whole entire post? I'm not about to kill this man, but I want to reread that shit because I realized, holy shit, I forgot to make stand-up out of it. Oh yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, one of my side jobs, not hustles, jobs, is doing stand-up. And, well, I've never got booed off a stage, so I am assuming I have skill. I'm not going to say I'm the best, I'm perfect, but I'm assuming I have skill if I've never been banned off, and I've been doing this for 10 years now. 10 years. So, yeah, yeah, that tangent went on a little bit long. Okay. Oh man, ain't this some shit? He went and deleted his comments. Oh, that's how you know you a bitch. And he just started some shit about
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you got it? Nah. It was 4 sections longer than that. I went on and I told him about how, look, no, my problem with Kanye has been almost 10 years long. All you're doing.
Oh, trust me, I screenshotted everything, dude. Don't even trip.
Oh, damn. My homie. My fucking homie.
I got it. Oh, shit. It might be out of order, but I got everything.
No. That's perfectly fine. So fucking. Anyways, shit. Did I even start topic one yet?
You kind of, you didn't. You just went right into
Yeah.
from game to hate.
Hey. It was earned. Let's not bullshit. It was earned. Now that being said, all right. Let's go back into it. All right. So topic one. I think professional gaming world should handle criminality. They have a chance now to handle it better than the National Football League and those $1 billion non for profit, but really they are sport companies. This is what I mean by this. Normally, when somebody does something, they instantly drop them, and they instantly drop them for the simple fact that I shit you not, they think that they might lose some stock or possible investors. So it doesn't matter if you actually did something. If you get accused, there'll be people who will drop you immediately. You could lose $1 million contracts for sponsorship and advertisements of a product. You can get dropped from your team, which means, as we all know, you got to go in now and you got to possibly find a new place to live. And then to top it off, they can revoke your money even though you signed a contract saying that they can pay you, just because people don't pay attention to their contracts and shit. Those contract negotiators, they're not really contract negotiators. Let me tell you what the mugs do. All they do is try to get you more money. They don't look at the contract to see if they are capable or allowed to pull your money, whether you did something or not. And that bothers me because, well, Hill's been on my Facebook list for quite some time, and he's one of my legit homies. If Hill needs something, I can do it. I'm probably going to try to do it. So he'll be the first to tell you. I can say some of the most normalest, plain shit, but because of how people perceive it, they completely change their perception of me, or they fucking lie about what person I am because they want to stereotype because they didn't read or pay attention to what actually got said. And it's crazy. I had a friend who had like a 4 or 5 year gap from high school to college, right? And I told her, hey, it's Halloween season and she makes cool outfits. You should see if you can wear one of your Halloween costumes to college. She called me a creep and a pervert for suggesting she wear a Halloween costume to college. Now, I know what you're thinking. Well, she must have been in like some bikini smutty shit. So the answer to that question is no. I've never actually seen her wear anything that we considered risque other than maybe shorts. And even then, they're shorts. Not like them booty cut off fucked up shorts. Like they go near her knees. And then I texted back to her like, I don't know what you're referring to or talking about, but maybe it hasn't been, you didn't know this, but most schools don't have rules against wearing a costume to college unless, A, it doesn't fit through doors, or B, fit in an elevator comfortably. You can go to college in fucking costume. In fact, here's a picture of my friend who went to college as a ninja for the day. But then, it led to a downward spiral, as all things do. And so now, like, me and her don't even talk anymore. And she's permanently got it in her head, I'm a manhole slut. When any of the women, some of which apparently, according to many of my friends, are strikingly beautiful, they'll be the first to tell you, I ain't trying no smutty shit. And even if I did, it was either A, a joke, and it was in a setting that could be easily told it was a joke, or B, they can ask me, and I would immediately explain myself for my behavior. Because as I've told Hill, but I haven't told Podcast or Corey, the way I look at beautiful women is one particular way. My dad taught me this shit when I was 7, and I never forget it. First thing you need to ask yourself when you see a beautiful woman, even if you like her or don't like her, is ask yourself, do you know if she's crazy? Not saying men can't be crazy, but I'm not attracted to men, so he didn't have to tell me. He probably told it to my sisters. And when he said that to me, that changed a lot of shit in my life. I immediately knew, oh fuck, I gotta treat them like I do everybody else. Meaning, don't forget, don't judge a book by its cover doesn't automatically apply based on tit size. It applies to everybody. You pay attention to everyone. Almost every person who's been a psychopathic murderer didn't look like a psychopathic murderer. They just were psychopathic murderers due to various reasons and, mental instabilities, some of which may have been genetic. So that's why, as much as I enjoy beautiful women don't have the effect on me they have on other weak men. You can tell them I said that. So, yeah. I mean, that's just how it is for me. I feel like they should go on a case by case basis, not withdraw or pull them from anything. Because here's the thing about a lot of these professional gamers: they're on teams. They're not independents with sponsors. They're on teams. So let's say, for example, me, Hill, and Corey, we're on the biggest team out there, and we're going to a tournament that's gonna, if we win, get us like $5-6 million. It's three of us, and we got one backup. But let's just say I and Corey got accused of, I don't know, doing crashing into somebody in a car and running away from the scene of the crime. You know, some Holly Berry shit. Now, we didn't do this. We aren't in the same place or the same time, and we have alibis and proof. But we still got to go to court. And the court doesn't have to care about my job. Okay? They don't. So then that means Corey has to go with two backups who may not even be good or trained up enough for the people we're going to go up against. You think the team isn't going to show up? Hell no. Everyone knows that they give fines for teams that are no-shows. In fact, in the world of fucking college football, it's $1 million. $1 million if you're a no-show to a football game. So you know what's going to happen? Me and Hill's team are going to get mollywopped because they're not prepared for the grand finals or some shit like that. Now, look what happened. The whole team, all 6 of us, and the coach and the sponsor, so we'll just say 12 people, a dozen people had to suffer for shit me and Hill didn't even do. And you know we're going to lose some sponsors. Because unfortunately, as, well, me and Hill can tell you, no black man is innocent until he's proven innocent.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to, say it's a stereotype and we're past that time because, as the millennials put it, it's such and such year in the year such and such, like that changes anything. But no, we're all guilty until we're proven innocent. If I go on a murderous rampage right now, supposedly, and there's a news report about it, that I'm accused of doing it, I'm telling you, 300 people will come off my Facebook list that same second. 300 people, minimum. So that's how I feel they should handle it. I feel like they should not do any type of bans until they know for sure what exactly the crime or the issue is, and also make sure that their players appear at all court dates, and if it looks like they're escaping or not showing up, then you kick them out. If they're guilty, kick them out based on the severity. If I steal some ice cream from a Walmart, let me get my community service, put me on a suspension so I can get rid of my community service, make internet memes and jokes about me for probably the rest of my career. Okay? But if I say beat my wife like Street Fighter 5 winner of, I think, 2 Evos now, or 1 Evo, Infiltration did, allegedly, even though, if memory serves, it's not actually alleged. She's the one filing charges against him, so yeah, it kind of sort of happened, but we have to say allegedly just to cover our asses. Fucking, I feel like, nah, you got to ban. But you also got to make sure the team is prepared to replace him. Or the team has a backup that can do or have equal amount of skill. Okay, that got a little long. All right, topic 2. Topic 2. How should professional video game companies and entities handle players who may come in with mental disabilities that can't be managed? Okay. I am in the Corey mindset. We need to do an Olympic versus Special Olympics. However, we need to go based on severity as well as type. So if you got OCD, ADHD, and you slowing down matches, or you just not able to communicate correctly, go take your ass right into that Special Olympics. There's nothing wrong with being in the Special Olympics. If anything, it's inspirational. And I've been saying it, I think almost my whole life. even without being told, right from wrong crap from my parents. Because there have been a lot of friends that I just dumped or stopped associating with because they thought it'd be funny to make fun of someone in the Special Olympics. I'm like, they got a gold medal. They got something that less than 1% of the entire population of the world will ever get or see. What have you got? Like, I feel like if you overcome something great, it's the oldest, I know it's the most oldest and dorkiest story ever, but I feel like if you overcome some big issue in your life and it's epic and it gets you a recognition on a national or international scale, this is the only thing I want to do. So, in long story short, separate them, segregate them, but make sure that it's within reason. That type of deal. We got players that have been, in a tournament scene with no functioning arms. I believe his name is Brawley Legs. I believe that's what they call him. But here's the thing. I don't know if he's won any tournaments or if he just drowns in pools. But, if he's drowning in pools, hey, put him in the Special Olympic bracket. It may be closer to his scale of ability and flexibility. They're toes for a reason. Some people can do things that you wouldn't believe. I've seen a mechanic who has no arms. Not even joking. There's an engine mechanic that has no arms. But I wouldn't, use that guy to go and fucking drive a car. So, yeah. I just say give them their own league like the Special Olympics and, watch them reach greatness. All right, now topic 3. Well, this one's kind of a smorgasbord. As far as celebrities I want to see in a game, I want to see the dynamic duo in a video game. Eminem and Dr. Dre. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, shit. What kind of game? Action adventure. Eminem did something stupid in a foreign country where the ruler was a dictator, and even though he's a douchebag asshole, him and Dr. Dre had to spend the whole game getting help from their fans to escape from the country and go back to America. Hijinks ensues. And Eminem keeps trying to make Troy and Abed reference because he wants Dr. Dre to be his Abed. Dr. Dre to be his Troy.
I'm picturing like Army of Two style.
But you see, dude, can you imagine if Rush Hour 4 was Eminem and Dr. Dre instead of Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker? Bruh, I want to play Eminem in a game. God damn it. They've been talking about making Def Jam 3. No, not Def Jam 3. Def Jam 4 for like 2.5 years. I don't care. If Eminem's not in it, I don't care. But, yeah. Oh, my God. Now, as far as cameos, I think the funny cameos would be... I can't say that I already used that. As far as cameos, I would like to see voice actor cameos, but they're in a satirical manner. Like, for instance, a man whose height I have hated probably since the dawn of time. Crispin Freeman. For those of you who don't know who he is, he looks like Corey, but he's 20 years to 30 years older than him. But he's the voice of Alucard from the Hellsing series, among many, many, many other characters and roles from his 15 years of doing voice acting, or damn near 20 at this point. I would love to see him show up in a video game and all the characters use him as a way of defying logic. Like he just shows up walking down the street. Oh my God, we can't even access this final boss to finish the game. Did someone say final boss? It's Crispin Freeman. And then I'm just sitting there like, I fucking hate this guy. What'd he do to you? He's taller than me. Because my hatred of Crispin Freeman is solely based on the fact that this motherfucker is still taller than me, no matter what I do. 12 long years of trying to out-height him, and he's still taller than me. Damn you. he helps the main characters by basically driving them to the last spot. Say, hey, get in my trunk. How are you going to get past security? I'm Crispin Freeman. Oh, yeah. And it actually works. And he helps them get to the fucking final boss. And then after credits, they go and all the main characters have to give him money because he was a Lyft driver and they forgot to pay for their Lyft. You know, just like some silliness like that. And as far as getting on professional circuit, I want to see Kobe get on so people can shit talk him for his Bill Cosby bullshit. Fun fact, unlike, other people who aren't guilty or didn't do anything and get accused of doing something, Kobe is not among their number. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. Because Kobe settled out of court. But Zach, that doesn't mean he's guilty. You're absolutely right. However, here's what you're missing. He's made 2 statements, and only 2 statements. The first one being, my lawyer says I'm not allowed to talk about the court case, so I can't tell you anything. Sorry. And the second one was, I didn't do anything, but I guess based on what I said, I can see how she came to that assumption. And we all know this is bullshit. Also, besides the fact that he paid settlement money, how many innocent men you know buy their wives $20 million diamonds when they get accused of something? I think everybody forget that. He's so innocent, he bought his wife a $20 million ring. Does that sound innocent to you?
Not really.
And just think, we still got motherfuckers who will defend Bill Cosby. Just makes me sick to my stomach. Oh yeah, Kanye's one of the people that defends Bill Cosby too. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. And before I go and any further, Hill, you might want to stay on Facebook for this one. I'm gonna go on that post that I had real quick, talking to him and shit. Dot. At Hill. Come on. Tag Hill. There we go. Why are you not? Are you EAL or AEL?
AEL.
AEL.
Actually, hold up.
Maybe I'll put in taller than daddy. There you are. Dot Hill. It looks to me like there are some missing statements and comments.
Thank you to Cydia for not being
too
too full of
free to
your
play now.
Yeah, I posted in our chat.
Yeah, because no one was buying that shit.
Maybe I'll play it now.
Exactly. That's exactly what they were thinking. Here, there are some missing statements and comments from this chat list. Or am I seeing things? Oh yeah, he's also one of those people that thinks sperm removal or semen removal, aka abortion, is baby murder. And he decided he wanted to tell me that in a conversation that had nothing to do with baby murder on my Facebook. So, I mean, look, I get it. A lot of the people around the South area, they're manipulated on how abortions work. But still, I mean, bro, how do you not look dumber every time you open your mouth in my direction? I don't even go looking for a fight with this dude. Me and him were cool. I used to tell him he could play the Joker on Halloween. Yet somehow he's decided he want to keep fucking with me, but he fails so miserably. But yeah, Okay, now as far as what I'm playing / want you all to watch, I want to do this without giving spoilers to the whole story, but it's kind of well, it's not hard to do. It's just a little bit. I'm not exactly sure how I should phrase it. The first thing I'm gonna tell you is 2 shows. First and foremost, Sarah Silverman, who, if you know anything about her, she got in trouble some time ago, around 4 or 5 years ago, on Viacom, aka Comedy Central, for doing blackface in a very fucked up manner. And it backfired and her show got canceled. Her new show, however, which is on Hulu, is basically The Daily Show or a Jon Stewart type show, but with her. But here's the cool part or interesting part. They have no restrictions and filters. So because of this, they can go to those few places The Daily Show couldn't. Like they were talking about ways to stop, human trafficking. Human trafficking. They talked about, don't be a presidential hypocrite. Like almost every single president in American history, or at least Caucasian American history, because I don't know what natives use for a hierarchy system. I know they didn't all do kings. That's all I really know about it. And how a lot of them have either been extremely racist or gotten a lot of people slaughtered. Unintentionally or intentionally. So I feel like it's a show that you give your idiot friend who thinks that anything a Republican tells him is right, but also give it to that DNC lover who thinks that everything is perfect as long as you think like them. It's the show that one of those shows I call an eye opener, or as the kids call it, woke, where it makes you understand nothing is absolute, nothing is perfect. Anyone and everyone can try to manipulate you. Yes, it does make the GOP look shittier than normal, but the GOP doesn't need help with that, to be honest. But it's the fact that they can take a comedic look to making fun of both sides. And yes, the GOP often looks like the butt of a joke because they fuck up more than everybody else. Currently, at least. Historically, I don't know, but currently. And the second show, you guys are all gonna love. Don't watch this around your parents or with small children. No, it's not a porn. It's called You're the Worst. It's a show on FX or FXX because Fox is really bad with naming their networks. They have a Fox network, they have a FXN, they have a FX network, and they have a FXX network, which is fucking stupid. It's like Super Saiyan.
They really got to put Fox with everything, don't they?
Yeah, and I'm like, what you gonna do if you make another network? You gonna do Triple X? Oh, wait a minute, they can't. They got bought. Anyways, so You're the Worst. It's the most boring cliche ever, but they found a way to make it interesting. It's a story about 2 people and their groups of friends who are trying to find love. So basically, it's Friends, but it's fucked up for millennials and dysfunctional families. So it's a British dude who's very insecure about relationships, who lives with his best friend who was a homeless veteran, who occasionally they ignore when he's trying to tell them about his serious mental issues and problems from being in the military, which, well, so the main characters are assholes, who fell in love with a publicist and public relations specialist for a gangster rap group, a white girl whose name escapes me. I think her name is Amy, right? But she's not British. It happens in California. And it's about their road to finding how to be in love, but it's extremely funny and fucked up. The main character, the British dude, found out that his dad died, but his girlfriend was hiding it from him for like a week. And she finally tells him. But she thinks to get out of trouble, all she got to do is suck his dick. But here's the thing. When his dad died, he went into a catatonic state. So every time he's reminded his dad is dead, he goes into a catatonic state. And she thinks, oh shit, he's going to explode and be mad at me. I guess I should suck his dick right now. And then she just like, okay, are you good? Do you, okay, I'm just going to unzip your pants right now. No, you don't see the BJ for the record, but that's how the show is. Right? And that's just one episode. They got 4 seasons. The 5th season starts next year, and it's on Hulu. It's funny as shit, but in the raunchy style. Basically, it's Shameless, but more lighthearted. Still funny.
I remembered the show I was going to say earlier.
Yeah, like you ain't. Oh yeah, Hulu doesn't come to Korea for at least another year. But I was gonna say, if you can pull up that show some way, like on YouTube or something, dude, watch it. It is really good. Like every season gets better than the last season, and they never get stale by only having one character or to have one group of people. They always add supporting characters, or they bring them in to do shit at random. So yeah, that's what I've been watching. As far as what I've been playing, and am considering streaming as soon as I figure out how to set that up again. Real talk, fucking yo, Resonance of Fate, 4K edition. I got the game, had it on PS3, got it when it first came out, and everyone knew it was the definition of a sleeper hit. People loved it, but people slept on it. And they re-released it, and they made some of the stuff easier to understand. The story still makes no fucking sense because they tell this shit out of order, but then they don't explain what the order it goes in once you beat the game. And it's got that classic tri-ace, we make our secret dungeons too long to the point where you might not even want to play them anymore. So, yeah. That's what I'm playing. Main reason because it's basically the Matrix and a John Woo movie. He'll go ahead and look at my comment. It's basically the Matrix and a John Woo movie put together in an RPG. There is no swords, there's no magic, there's only guns and grenades. And jumping around like your name is John Woo. And
Stranglehold?
I can't, but on like 3 times more epic. Like if you Google fucking Resonance of Fate and watch gameplay, you'll notice. And I recommend you guys play it because if you miss it the first time, hey, look, it's not a $60 game. We all like cheap, or at least people in a broke country like cheap. And I feel like it will be beloved. I legitimately feel it will be beloved. If you like RPGs, or hell, even if you don't like RPGs, you might want to try this just because it's got a new system in play. You use machine guns to do damage against the armor and plating on enemies. But the handgun pierces that armor and plating. Sometimes you can break off armor and not even kill your enemy because that armor wasn't connected to anything important. Or you could just use it to disable other things that the enemy can do. Like, oh, they got a missile launcher? Well, shit, I better break that off. Because, you don't get access to a missile launcher. And there's so much potential in it. I genuinely feel like they put this out on the PlayStation 4 to see if people might have interest in making a possible sequel. They scrapped the combat system for this game 7 times to get it where it is. There was a lot of artistic and technical shit that went into this game. And if you got a PS4, go ahead and look it up. I think it might be on the PC too. And yes, I do play it in 4K. Sue me, it's pretty. All right. With that being said, Hill, you got any closing statements?
Let's see. 1 month till you guys can fucking play Pokemon Go on your Switches. A month after that, you can all beat up a fucking plant and a small dog.
Corey?
I remember the show I was going to say earlier. It was Castlevania Season 2.
Oh my god, that show was so good. I think I'm just really, really sad that they sped so far ahead with taking out Dracula's forces. We all know that that's what you do in a Castlevania show. It's not a spoiler. The main character's job, try to kill Dracula. What pisses me off is that it happened so fast.
It did.
They're supposed to have 3 or 4 seasons. They killed Dracula in season 2.
They're going to go into Lament of Darkness now.
They don't have Wall Chicken. I'm not watching it.
Actually, that might be a thing, but it's not in season 1. It's only in season 2. But yeah, Hill, you should totally watch both seasons. I just think that, man, I underestimated how fucking G Alucard was. I'm not going to spoil the fights of Alucard for you, but let me say this. He's a half human, and he was taking out ancient 100,000-year-old vampire generals basically by himself.
And he gets stronger from here. It's going to be stupid.
Yeah, he hasn't even got his trademark pimp trench coat. I'm waiting for that. Okay, well, I guess my closing statements are, Hill, go ahead and take that look at that link I just made. Feel free to comment something hilarious. Or just remind him, like, Oliver, you realize every time you go up against him, it doesn't go in your favor. Something. I prefer me and him stay friends, but I don't think it's registering with him. You should leave me the fuck alone. Not because I'm going to fight you, but because you beat up yourself. Other than that, I have a GeForce NVIDIA RTX. I've got a laptop that can use that external graphics card. And I am going to enjoy the living shit out of rendering this video because I think it might not even take a whole fucking hour anymore as opposed to 3. I hate upgrading my machines, but when I do, I love it. You haven't been here, Corey, but I take the get it all done at once approach, so I don't have to do it for a long time. So the laptop I got in 2015, I didn't replace until 5 days ago. Bruh.
Day and night.
It's got 6 i7 processors running in it. And I got the RTX 2070 external graphic card link up. So I could make this laptop or a television screen, if I really want it, go almost beyond 8K in resolution.
Fuck.
I know. And if I really wanted to, and I still have since it's a laptop, I can just unplug one cable and I can still go and drop this shit in my book bag and go chill with my homies. I can just do it. Oh yeah, and I can live stream Nintendo Switch games. A feat of ability that few people have. It's a beautiful day sometimes. But here's the thing, all of that cost me damn near or just about a little over $3.5 grand. And even though it's a tax write-off, hey, I still feel that shit. So the way I'm looking at it, I am not doing shit else unless it's a memory upgrade. Because I got 16 in here, but I think it can handle 32. I'm not changing this machine until Trump is out of office. Of course, if I jinx myself, I'm not going to do this until the 2022 election. Yeah. All right. And with that being said, I will see you guys when I see you motherfuckers.